This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 1999 Ford F250 four-door extra cab. They call it a super cab. It's an XLT, which is cloth. It's two-wheel drive, and it's a 7.3 liter turbo diesel. We bought it, it has 234,000 miles. We bought it directly from an insurance company in Oklahoma City. It was a theft recovery. It's sold on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. Please watch the little 3-minute animated video that we have that tells you how you end up with a salvage title when a vehicle is not wrecked. Basically, to cut it down quickly, it's because the attorneys for the insurance companies never want to see this thing again. They've already lost a fortune. They don't want to sell it on a clear title, implying that there's something right with it when they can give it a salvage title, which basically tells you that they don't know anything about it, and as far as they're concerned, it's junk. That way, when you kill yourself in a car wreck, it can't come back to Geico or Progressive or whoever. That's why they do it. Lawyers, has nothing to do with the condition of the vehicle. Anyway, once we get it here, we do this little inspection. It's actually about a 2-hour inspection where we put it on the lift, take the wheels off, do measurements, drive it, check for safety, all that kind of stuff. And we tell you what we find, and we tell you what we fix and what we don't fix. And in this one's case, let's see, had warm air conditioning. We checked for leaks, charged the air conditioning. We replaced the windshield wiper blades. It got front and rear brake pads. And let's see, replaced left and right side mirrors, so both side mirrors have been replaced. And as I recall, this front bumper, I'm not sure how this didn't make it in, but the front bumper had a big dent right underneath the Ford emblem, so that's a new bumper. And it had really ugly air effects on it. You will see there will be 4 pictures of it before we ever took possession of it, and you'll see it had some crazy ugly stuff on the side of it. We just took that stuff off, and it improved the looks 100%. It does need tires, obviously. Because it's a 99, I'm sure there's 16s, which are really cheap. If you wanted to drive it home, come to Tucson and drive it home, I would I would insist that you get tires. They're just not in good shape. There's a little dent down here. If you went to discounttire.com and go to the location on Prince Road in Oracle, call them up, arrange to have tires put on it before you get here. Basically, you'll just pay for them over the phone, which means you're going to avoid the taxes. Mention Wheel Kinetics' name, and you'll get a little bit of a discount. And I would say on 16s, you're probably looking at, as long as you get a knockoff pair, which are the same thing, I would probably say somewhere in the $400 range for an LT tire. It's got some cosmetic issues, but let me see what the tire size is. We have LT 265, 75, 16. Obviously, if you ship it, you could just deal with the tires in your town, but honestly, our prices are pretty good here, and it'd be a lot nicer if it just showed up with a nice set of tires on it. We don't do that because it just affects the price of the vehicle, and we want to keep the price down, obviously, so that's more affordable. This would be a nice little boat hauler, construction trailer hauler thing. Obviously it's a 7.3, and we all know how good a motor that is. Cosmetically, it's not worth doing anything to. It's got dings and dents, and it's got this one down here. So there's really no point in chasing this cosmetically. Because it's white, it doesn't show the dents as much as it would if it was a different color, like black especially. 234,989 miles. I'm going to open the hood. We're going to look for the Ford stamps on both fenders, on both sides of the core support. That would indicate that there's been no crash damage fixed. People, when they crash them, they don't replace them with factory parts. They're too expensive, so you look for the Ford stamps. There's one there. There's one right here. Stickers where it belongs. There's another Ford stamp right there. This should be a turbo diesel, we call it a plenum. It's a little plastic cover. They get stolen at the auctions all the time. So it's not unusual to not have that sitting there. In fact, it's pretty common. First thing I do with extra cabs is grab this door and shake it because they like to be loose. I did that with the other side door and it is loose, so there's probably going to be a little bit of a rattle in that door when we go on our little drive. I'll demonstrate that for you in a second. Obviously, we're not looking for perfection in a 230,000 mile 15-year-old truck. Most people know what they're getting here. When they get a 7.3, they're buying the motor, which is famous. Okay. We've got some football cards here. We've got, let's see, Mark May, and we've got Lawrence Taylor. Nice. So that's free. I'm going to leave those for you. Apparently, that's a good rivalry too, the Giants and the Redskins. I'm sorry, the Native Americans. All right. Now, this door. See, remember how tight the other door was? This one's got a little bit of play in it, which just generally means that this striker needs to be adjusted a little bit. But it's my job to point out everything that I could possibly point out before you buy something, so that there's no disappointment and you don't feel like you haven't been told everything. See? Yeah, it probably needs a new striker, might need a new latch, but we aren't doing anything to this thing. We're going to keep the price down. Somebody's going to love it with the rattling door. Seat back a little bit. Seats are in really good shape. It does have a tilt wheel. There you go. That works fine. All right. Let's see. Check the air. The air's blowing ice cold. Nice. And the radio. I was told the radio does not change stations, and it doesn't. So you need a radio. And it's stuck on the Mexican channel, so, I'm sorry, the Hispanic channel. So I would recommend that you get a new one, because that would really annoy the crap out of me if I had to listen to that all day long. Let's see. There you go. They had that in upside down. Anyway, that's that. The air's blowing ice cold. There's your overdrive off and on. I don't know if you can see that light or not. That's off. That's on. There you go. All right, let's go for a ride. This thing is on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. So obviously you need plates and insurance to drive anything. Well, you can't get plates or insurance on a salvage title. So if you're going to come to drive it home, then you're going to have a restored salvage title. To get that, we have to take it to the police here. They do what's called a level 3 inspection. We take that and the salvage title of the motor vehicle and get what's called the restored salvage title. Then we can get you 90-day non-resident plates or Arizona temporary plates if you're from the in-state, and you can drive it. We charge $200 to do that. That requires, we get up about 6 in the morning. We get it down to motor vehicles by about 7:30 to be first in line, and then it can take anywhere from 15 minutes to 10 hours depending on how busy they are at motor vehicles that day. Here's some big potholes in the road. Let's hear it. That door's not too bad. I've heard a lot worse than that. Yeah, that's not a concern. But like I said, I want to point out everything I can so that we avoid any misunderstanding. So I did. Now that I've heard it and and I've gone over some rough road with it, I wouldn't do anything. It's fine. So it's $200 to restore the title. That's mandatory if you're going to drive it home. $250 dock fee. And taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is 3%, and you come to Tucson to drive it home, you're going to pay 5% tax. Tier 3 plus R2. You're going to pay $250 dock fee and $200 to have us restore the title so that you can get plates and insurance. I'm going to be quiet for a second. This thing runs great. Holy cow. I wish all the 7.3s ran like that. 7.3s are powerful, but they're not usually as quick as this one. This one actually really runs and shifts really, really well. I didn't feel any vibrations, even with the bad tires. A new set of tires is all this thing needs. I wouldn't even fix that door that's a little loose. There's no need to. It's not that bad. Hear it? I'm trying to hit potholes here. Yeah, I wouldn't deal with it. Anyway, that is that. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're going to pay is the agreed upon price, and that's it. If you do that, you could also add $200 and have us restore the title before it ships out, which I highly recommend, but you're welcome to do it on your own in your state. Just remember, all we're going to provide you with is the Arizona salvage title, and a bill of sale, and the truck itself. So make sure that you check with the authorities in your state that that's enough, and you decline to have us do it for you. Okay? What else? Let's see. I'm trying to destroy the BMW next to me. That would be awful. Deposit. Please get your deposit in. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until we have a deposit, it's for sale. Once we get your deposit, we'll put your name and a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com, and you will know it's yours. Last thing I'm going to say, it's pretty obvious with this one, but I say that for this BMW, for any of this stuff, the H2, whatever's out here, anywhere from this to Dennis's, my brother and my business partner's M3, they're out of warranty. The people who built this truck at Ford, the engineers, couldn't give it a 200,000 mile, 23-year warranty. So basically what they're saying is we don't know what's going to happen after a certain number of miles or years. And if they don't know, there's no chance we can know. Okay? So keep it real here. If it comes to you and it needs an injector in a week, go buy an injector and fix it. There's a lot of money being saved by buying this truck. Just assume that some of what you're saving may sooner or later, sometimes very soon, sometimes very later, have to be spent on it. It's a 7.3. You've seen the video. You'll see probably 50 to 70 HD pictures. You'll have a little magnifying glass in there that you can click on so you can really look closely. The title will be in there. Everything we know will be in the ad. There's nothing to be hidden here. There's no reason to hide anything. The right vehicle will find the right person, and we don't get yelled at. So there's absolutely no upside in hiding information. So just know that whatever you buy doesn't have a warranty. It's not brand new, and if you need that warm, cuddly feeling, then you got to go buy a brand new one. In a two-wheel drive cloth extra cab diesel now, it's not that much. It's probably only like 35. So that'll get you 3 years of peace, 3 years or 36,000 miles of peace, and then the bumper to bumper goes away, and then it's on you. So anyway, that's my speech on that subject. Beautiful truck. It just needs a set of tires. Thank you.